Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Waiting! I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
29 is Mike.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
7. Fifty-seven. 82, 14.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Second and 9 now. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run here with Henderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they got to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Topper! 81, 81.
From the 27, Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. That's Terry. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Straight 15, straight 15. He's not going to get me. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain at 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10.
Right back to him on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Shoot, shoot. 4-5-7. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Brings up second and 7. At the 12-yard line.
Hey, check 24, watch 24. You draw Corker. 10. Switch. Here. Get him. 58's the money. Sunday. 58's the money. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go. 280. Round. Quickstone, Travis. It's 74. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On second and 7, Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
58, boy, 58. Hey, orbit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice move. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal. Maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check, 59. Exit. Mike 5-9. All day.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It is picked up by the Eagles. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Coming to you. 50 seconds to Mike. Charlie. I got it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the pressure gets to him again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Dancing to his left. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 20! And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this will be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one goes for 8 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
46 down, man, 5-4. Great. 58 to Mike. In your face.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's letting it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On first down, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, wahoo!
Wentz now to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 8, read.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ringo. Sunday. 58, boys, 58.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Check it out, Reed. Sunday. 29 is a month. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Come on now,
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Switch it. Hey, box truck. Sunday.
Throwing is Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Gurley on 1st down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Go. Check 59, right? Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got room to run past the 20. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 91 yards. Well, that right there is the definition of flipping the field.
Trainer. Only reason I say that, you know he's going to need a little oxygen after that one. But what a scintillating run, and how much fun was that for us to watch it.
Great run. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 22 yards on the pickup there. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Defensively, Ogbanya Okoronkwo made the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58 to Mike. Hey, exit. I'm coming. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 30-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, but it'll be 2nd and goal. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, his fourth touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for two, but they will remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Waiting! Come on! Strip the ball! Strip that ball! 36!
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. 20! Been a long day for you. Sunday! 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
To throw is Wentz. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
It's fourth down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Here we go, here we go. Third and pace, let's go. Me and you on deck, on deck. I'm coming at 7, let's go. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive